Well, to the locals, it's still and will always be Heinz Field. But for the rest of us, we're along the North Shore of the Allegheny and Ohio Rivers at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from Pittsburgh. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory. First down, and they go right back to it. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Defense sent them packing back to their own side last play. Time to build on that with 2nd down. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Look at that power, deep left side. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Catch is made by the rookie out of Tennessee. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Back to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So 2nd down coming up.
I think those big old boxing gloves might have made a better catch and a better call than receiver gloves right there for that one. It is going to be a fight to hang on the ball, and we just saw physicality personified.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 36. Slot man motioned over. This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's going to squeeze about 8 yards out of that run block. That brings up 3rd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Seventh play of the drive now as they need a yard here on third down. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Petrie. And this defense may sit in the bottom half of the league, but, hey, an early reminder there, you can't take them lightly.
That's right. Where they rank is only a number, right? And they'll keep outplaying it if they take the ball away like that. You're not playing this defense they've been all season. This is a reminder you playing the defense here today.
Got it. Ready?
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
Ready? Press all 80.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Fix the eagle. Fix the eagle.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Good running there to get around 6, but now they've got 3rd down. Offense to the line fast.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Buffalo 18. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. And, partner, I think we just got to look at what's going to be one of their biggest challenges in this one, operating quick enough to neutralize that pass rush.
That's right. And I know it's very, very early, obviously the opening drive, but hits like that compound. That's why defenses stress it each and every week to get after the quarterback, because hits like that can have an effect throughout.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. He's going to throw this one. That's complete to Sam Laporta. He's still going at the 30. Still fighting forward. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
Okay, ready?
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
19.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers reach pay dirt for the first time this game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Steelers tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They're carried by Harris here to start the drive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Harris once more. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Looking to throw here. Escapes the pocket. Now he looks middle, throwing deep. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10.
Ready, set.
First call here coming from the shotgun. They give to Johnson to start this drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4.
19. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
He'll work against the blitz. He's going deep. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pass complete to Robinson. And some excellent work to drive them all the way out past the 30-yard line. A gain of 15 there. And the Steelers have a 1st down. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Mustang 19.
They're going to try and throw it here. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
This, our last play of the quarter.
Get him, guys. Viking 18. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Shotgun now on third down. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Lions come through with a big play to close out our opening quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. Both teams neck and neck so far. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're set up with it after the pick to end the first. First and 10 give to Harris. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Looking in the air here. He's going to be caught by his running back, Harris. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch, so give him, it looks like the 27 on that completion. He picks up 15 on the play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Pass play now. On the screen, this is Harris. He takes this down to the 24-yard line. Tackling like his dad, Joey Porter Jr. making that play.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
No luck on the look to his back. And it's third down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. Too far in front of them, so now they're facing fourth down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Dicker connects there. So now a timeout for a player who's shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. It's a gain of 4, and they're going to need twice that now on 3rd and 8.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
3rd down here, need 8 on the play.
65,
They'll throw, 3rd and long. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On their own side, but only need an inch or 2 here, so they're going for it. They're going for this. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Another pistol to get to Harris. And he'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
2nd down here, another give to Harris. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so 3rd down now.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3rd down from the gun. That heater is going to fall to the turf. No luck finding his receiver that time. And 4th and 4 coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Dicker connects there, and that'll double their lead to 6.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it, 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Warriors, here we go. Set. Panther 60. Trap 19. Trap 19. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
To the air on 3rd and long. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He gets 16 yards on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Cowboy 80.
Throwing it again here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Now air it out on 3rd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. The Steelers set to punt it. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Harris. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
Staying on the ground with Harris. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
It's a nickel look from the Steelers here on 3rd. Look to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Handoff now from the gun. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He's going to throw it. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And the Steelers have a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. 19 Lions.
Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So second down now after the incompletion.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Get it. Back to 60.
Back to throw. Hits his running back. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
Go street. 18, Pioneer.
They are throwing it again. Complete left side to Robinson. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Steelers use their third and final timeout. 2nd and 3 now.
Here we go. Mustang 19. Cougar 19. 79 Broncos.
Still sticking with the passing game. From the pocket, looking for a target.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Seventh play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3.
19 tight, 19 tight. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, trap 60. Warrior 70. Go.
Setting up to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Elliott connects there, and that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half, and that field goal, that gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half. Here comes the final play of our first half. Looking to throw. Finds Isaac Tislaw, complete. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. Now we're on the counter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 70 Timberwolves.
He's dropping back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Throw here, third down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. They're out now, ready to punt it. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. He's got it on the bootleg. Completed to his running back. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Back now, pressure coming. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Running behind center with Harris. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Derek Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. But you're going to have to pick up the pace.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. I'll throw it. On the move, headed right. That's completed right side. There it is, touchdown Detroit! The Lions push their lead further to start the half.
Every touchdown's got its own story, but for me, Kate, that one's all about courage. Courage of that receiver to run all the way across the field. Courage of the quarterback to know it's going to take a little extra time. That courage paid dividends for 6.
Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions make it a 10-point ball game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Cougar Knights, Viking 18. Ready.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam are what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Oh, saw some movement there. That's going to cost them 5. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Running it after the penalty. The Lions get to it. And this will reach the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow their lead off the turnover. I think they would have happily just taken the turnover, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense, kind of rip their heart out too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Moving quickly, trying to get set. From the gun on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
4th down, pass coming. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Running left is Harris. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got him tackled behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Now looking to throw. That's complete to Sloan. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions could push this to a 4-score game as they take a 23-point lead. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Lions make it a 24-point ball game. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He's going to field this at the 2. Making some progress here. All right, some good work on that run back, Brock. He gets this to the 33. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Lofts one deep, center of the field. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing on third down. Dumps it off to his running back. Has the first and more past midfield. And he takes this into enemy territory to the 48-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. And dose of the hurry up here. Back to the well again. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Lions going to the dime look here on third down. 6 DBs out there.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here he goes, third and long. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. This finds its target, that's Metcalf. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2, that sets up first and goal.
48 yards. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It'll be the Steelers with possession, but this game pretty one-sided at this point. Breaking the huddle, here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up. They'll go play action. And for one of the few times this game, Brock, a target his way does not connect. It's incomplete. And they've got to figure things out on third down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Touchdown or bust for him here as they set up for third and goal.
Let's go now. AC Cardinal.
Here's a give straight up the middle. Maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be fourth and goal. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Chased out to his right. And he falls to the pass rush on fourth and goal. That defense coming through, forcing a turnover on downs.
I'm going to guess a little deal was cut there by these pass rushers in the huddle. You guys in the secondary, just buy us a little time. We don't need perfect coverage. Just tighten things up so we can get home. And boy, did they ever in a big moment.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12. Pass play coming here. Catch made left side by Laporta. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Picked up at the 38. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10.
Come on, set.
Airing it out to start this drive. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Buffalo 18. Let's go.
3rd and long for him here. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
Seven Pirates. 19 Lions.
Desperation time here. Gets it downfield on target to Metcalf. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. So they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Connects on the crosser. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Working quickly here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
60 Bobcat. 19 tight. 19 tight. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19.
Throwing it again here. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers putting up points in a game decided. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Has it at the 1. And he can't make the end zone, and that may have been their last gasp as this stays a 3-possession game.
Set to kick off.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Here's a give to Harris. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. They're throwing it. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
They give to Harris from the gun. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This is Harris on 2nd down. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. This time it's a passing play. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they paid the price over and over and over again.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Shaheed now to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He puts some air under it, deep down the middle. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 2nd and 10, still at the 28. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Harris once more. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack. The Lions readying for the punt. Bryce Behringer, the one to send it away. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And this is looking fantastic. Wow, bounces just yards shy of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 4.
Ready.
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's the one back on the handoff. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play. Gotta hurry this to the line.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They give it to him again. This is headed perilously close to their end zone, Brock. That tackle sends them backwards to the 4. They'll air it out on 3rd. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
7 Pirates. Panther 11. Ready.
Desperation time here on 4th. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's going to have this one up to about the 17-yard line. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to push deep downfield. Big gain downfield. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. So the Lions get the win on the road. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in this final week and close the campaign out with a victory.
Yeah, you know, once those playoffs are out of the picture, your focus really becomes building some hope for next season. Ending things on a good note, getting people excited about your tape and what's to come in the future. And in this win, we certainly saw some of those moments that make me excited to see them chase the playoffs next season.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Pittsburgh.